Well, that was fun, huh? A little history, a different way to end this All-Star game. First time in home runs for the win. Essentially a mini home run hitting contest. And why not do that instead of extra innings? You see the reaction with Kyle Schwarber, essentially the hero. They mob him. And the National League gets a win for just a second time in the last 12 meetings. And they will take it, a fun one. The American League almost tried to pull off the biggest comeback in All-Star game history, but Kyle Schwarber, the National League, said, that was really cool. Welcome to the postgame show. Derek Jeter, David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez. I'm Kevin Burkhardt. That was pretty cool. We were all watching it on the field. Something new.
That was pretty awesome. And to see all the players on the field rallied around. And again, Schwarber, he strikes again. He is an animal, a savage. And fellas, one of the most clutch players in our game.
I had more fun than what I thought it was going to be like. I'm telling you. I mean, you see the guys coming in, extra inning. I don't know if you guys remember that one game where we had to wait for a long time for the extra inning. I mean, this is perfect right here. Schwarber coming in, hitting 3 bombs to pull his team ahead. I mean, majestic. Can't get no better than that.
I tell you, when I heard about it, I didn't know what to think. I was like, come on now, what are we doing? If I'm being honest, what are we doing out here? But it was fun. It was exciting. And quite frankly, I think it's much better than going. They've had a long day, had a great few days here in Atlanta, and it was what a wonderful way to end it.
I think the fans were into it. How about the players? I mean, they were jumping on Schwarber when he won it. It was really, really cool. And then in the game, obviously, you had some really signature moments tonight. What was your favorite, Derek?
My favorite was the tribute to Hank Aaron. I mean, look, we were talking about Hank in the pregame, and, you know, he's not only just a Hall of Fame player, he's a Hall of Fame person.
Yeah.
And all of us here have had a chance to get to know him, spend some time with him, and I thought it was a fitting tribute to Hank Aaron.
Without a doubt, I have to say it was one of my favorite moments also, because it was like having him right here with us. You know, it was perfect at his hometown where he played for many years. Everybody getting familiar with. I mean, I feel like I was watching him play at that moment. Seriously.
I mean, Hank, we've talked, so much about him. He's great. I think the one thing that stood out for me is how important it is to make contact, and especially against elite pitching. You saw it in the first inning, Ohtani, blooper, Acuna, Marte with a double, and again in the ninth. The ability to make contact against top-tier pitching is something that will never go away.
Now the fun part, we get to put you guys on the spot and ask who's going to go to the World Series.
No.
It's Derek's favorite. You've been waiting, the entire weekend for this moment. Who's
What you got, Cap? What you got, Cap?
First of all, let me preface this with this is unfair. It really is unfair. Last year, I picked the Baltimore Orioles to go to the World Series. And hold on. You picked Boston to go to the World Series.
Well, you know.
But the reason why I picked them is I was looking forward to the trade deadline, and Baltimore had a stacked minor league system. I thought they were going to make a move. They didn't do it. They didn't win. So this year, I am going with the New York Yankees. Brian Cashman. Yankees are going to beat the Cubs in the World Series. Going with the Yankees because Cashman basically said he's all in. So I expect the Yankees to do something at the trade deadline.
Well, in my case, I'm in a better situation than what you are.
Why?
Because I'm going to pick my Red Sox over the Dodgers just because we won 10 games in a row. Can't get no better than that. You go into the trading line, we pick some stuff. Get the team better.
We're in July.
And all of a sudden, we are in Boston.
KB, we've been doing this now for 10 years, and this is the 1 year, fellas, that is wide open. I have no idea who's going to go to the World Series, and that's a good thing. But I will say this, is whatever GM, there's going to be a competition of the best front office that does the most bold moves in the trade deadline, and I'm going to go with the most resources, Yankees and Dodgers. All the eyes will be on Brian Cashman to make the move to finally get over the LA Dodgers in October.
I wonder if those will be headlines in the Post tomorrow. Can't wait to find out. I'm sure it will be. There you go.
If they're awake.
Well, I can't wait to see you guys. We'll be back together in a couple weeks. We will have a fun one for you, too, in Bristol, Tennessee. Bristol Motor Speedway on August 2nd, where the Braves take on the Reds, the first ever Major League game in Tennessee. So we'll see you then. Now stay tuned for your late local news, except on the West Coast. What a fun game, the National League in home runs for the win with Kyle Schwarber hitting 3 in 3 swings. The Stars were out tonight. Big Poppy's a race car. Kershaw in a beautiful moment gets applause here. Alonso had a big night, but it was the National League in the A. Atlanta, what a great host. They win it. We will see you in Bristol. Will you stop?
See you when I see you.